was a pro football fan in 1969 can remember exactly where they were and exactly what they were doing during Super Bowl III. I know I was shooting a camera on the Colts sideline, an area that had gotten very quiet during the fourth quarter. But Jim Turner's missed field goal did stir some life into the Colts, and they managed to give even Joe Namath a few moments of anxiety. And when we return, we'll review the final 6.5 minutes of Super Bowl III and conclude with a look at this game's enduring influence.
There was 6 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in Super Bowl III. The Colts needed a quick score, and although Johnny Unitas continued to struggle, his very presence offered Baltimore a glimmer of hope.
So now it's 4th down, 10 to go. Baltimore at their own 20. Unitas to Mackey. Mackey has it for the first down to keep the Colts alive.
Among the many questions that surfaced that day was whether the decision to bring in Unitas came too late.
The first half, a lot of the things that happened in the first half were not Earl Morrall's fault. I mean, he threw some passes that were excellent passes that we didn't capitalize on. So I wanted to give Earl at least a series in the third quarter, and they held the ball for such a long period of time that when John finally got in there, and he did move us down for a touchdown late in the ball game, but then later on there are those second guesses, and they're legit.
2nd and 10, the Colts on the 16. There's a great catch by Jimmy Orr, and Marshall goes down. They're going to call that on Al Atkinson. Baltimore now on the Jet 2-yard line. 1st and goal to go. 4 minutes, 14 seconds to play. The Jets ahead 16-0. They're stopped short. A big pile up.
Once again, the Jets' defense was bending but not breaking. The Colts would avoid a shutout, but the Jets' resistance at the goal line had cost Baltimore valuable time on the clock.
3rd down, a half-yard to go for a Baltimore touchdown. Jerry Hill is in the end zone, and Baltimore finally gets on the scoreboard with 3:19 to play. They were shut out. And when you shut the Colts out with that high-powered offense, you've done something. But Jerry Hill puts them on the board. And they're going to try it. Lining up for the onside kick. Here's the squiver. And it looks like the Colts have it. Con Mitchell fell on the ball. And it'll be Baltimore's ball, trailing.
Now they've recovered the onside kick. Boy, that got me very angry. And I think it got us all a little bit concerned, more than we needed to be concerned. We would have loved to have had the luxury of having the ball at that point and then milking the clock. You know, anything worthwhile, it doesn't come easy. And I guess that was a good example.
As long as Unitas is in there, this game isn't over yet. To the sidelines. And we're calling it.
With that much time left, say they score in a minute. Say they score a touchdown in a minute. Now it's 16-14. It definitely changes the mentality of the players in the break. I mean, your mind is going to function a little differently. It's a different situation. Our defense, especially that, was not going to give up the big gainer as far as allowing people to get behind them. Our defense held.
The Colts. Another incomplete pass. So now brings up 4th and 5. This is the Colts' last chance. Trailing 16-7, the closing minutes of this game. Unitas back. He's got to find somebody. And that ball is deflected by the linebacker, Larry Grantham, number 60. Intended for Jimmy Orr, and that's the last shot for the Baltimore Colts as the Jets will take it.
So you throw back. Got it.
Jets sitting on top here. One of the great upsets of all time in professional sports. Matt Snell hanging on to that ball here on 2nd down. The clock running away. And they give it to Snell again. He's just trying to hold on. Snell has been a big man for the Jets today. He's run for over 100 yards. He's blocked and pass protected.
I'd like to think that we weren't overconfident, but we were, I think, a 17-point favorite going into the ball game. It just come off of a very impressive win against Cleveland in a championship game that put us into that ball game. So, perhaps they were overconfident. I'd like to think as a coach that I didn't let that happen. I tried to explain all these things to the players all week long and to put the focus on the game and to make them realize that Namath was a pretty good quarterback that had been with the Jets for 4 years, and we had Earl Morrall that had been with us for 4 months that had taken over when Unitas got hurt. So, they had a lot of things going for them in that ball game that people didn't realize, and they won the football game, and there wasn't any doubt about that. And I just wasn't very happy about our performance.
30 times for 121 yards. So it's punt formation for the Jets. Baltimore Mosley just got it away. Kick is coming to Timmy Brown. Trying to get to that sideline. Runs it out of bounds on the 34-yard line of Baltimore. 8 seconds to play. 8 seconds. Johnny Unitas. Unitas throws to Richardson. Incomplete. And probably one more play here. 4 seconds to go. Again, that ball is caught, but this game is over. The New York Jets are the world champions in a stunning upset. They have beaten the Colts handily here today. There's Shula going over. You know how he must feel. They shut out the Colts until the last 3 minutes and 19 seconds of the game. And the AFL has scored its first Super Bowl victory. Will be going to the Jets locker room to talk to the players who engineered this unbelievable upset.
How about Richardson? You and Richardson.
He's a good receiver. He's a good guy. Real good ball. When I got up there, I guess they thought that I was going to say something negative about Pete Rozelle, about the National Football League, because I felt as if I was exiled or blackballed out of the National Football League.
What are you going to do with all this?
I don't know. What is that important? It's to win. We're the world champs. That's the only important thing. But I just wanted to thank the president of the American Football League. I wanted to thank the Baltimore Colts and a couple of guys that nobody ever mentions. Weave Eubank, I thought, did a great job.
Well, we're very happy that we won. We think that we beat a fine football team today. I'm quite proud of our football team.
Congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
That heat was pretty humid out there, and we felt like we took it to them, we stayed after them, that we could get the job done, and I'm just grateful we were able to do it. It's a great moment for the American Football League. I mean that.